get so many limited opportunities, and they're so magnified because of their importance, that at the end of the day, like, the perception is we're not good at it, and perception is normally reality. So let's get better at that. If we convert more 3rd and 1s, we're going to be a better football team. So we just need to, again, that goes into building an identity, not being a mixed bag of stuff, and deciding we're just going to pound somebody for 3 feet.
How good was Anton, or was he good? And where's he going?
I think Anton was extremely good. I think that, if you look at rookies across the board, and going off pass protection, he did a really good job. If you really look at like his matchups and who was going against him, he went against some of the best in the league, and he did a really fine job. Now, he took his lumps early, and that happens. You got to be really happy as an organization, as a coach, as a player, on how he responded as the year went on. I think that he has the potential of really being a really great tackle here for years to come. And I think that where we're going with the run game and what we're doing is going to benefit a guy like him. Where he can just put his hand in the ground, get in a 3-point stance, and go. I think that's going to be good for him. But I think Brandon coming back is going to help him, because the continuity there of those 2 guys playing next to each other and different things. And I think at the end of the day, he's got an opportunity to be really foundational player for this organization.
How tough a spot is this for Walker? And how hard is that to coach a guy that, when he's played well, but there right now doesn't seem like there's room for him to play?
Walker has played well, and Walker's a damn good football player. And you sit there and you're in my seat, and you say, well, I got 3 really good tackles. You know what I mean? And you sit there and you're in Walker's seat or Cam's seat or Anton's seat, and you're like, shit, there's 3 really good tackles here. One of us isn't gonna be able to play. But the reality is they're all gonna play at some point, somehow, some way. That is the reality of what the NFL is, and we're lucky for that. Walker has put really good tape on really good film on. He's got good tape, whatever. And at the end of the day, I'm sure he'll be rewarded for what he's put on tape. It's not hard to coach Walker. Walker does exactly what you ask him to do, and he does it really, really well. And I think Walker understands the importance of this season to his personal life, in terms of like where the contract and different things go. But and coaches said this, and perception is like, the tackle positions are locked up, but like, we're in a spot where like the depth chart is open. We got to play the best 5, however that plays out. Now, it hasn't been like Walker's played a lot of positions for us since he's been here, and that maybe hasn't been fair to him. You know what I mean? Like, he's been to guard, he's been to there, he's been to here. Like, hey, do this, do that, and he's, you know what? Every dime he's been okay, and he goes and he does it to the best he can. So now that he can kind of put himself in one spot and let's go compete. Let's go see where we're at and see how that plays out. So there's a lot of time left before our first game in terms of competition for us, and then we can go throw it out there against somebody else.
What stood out to you about Javon Foster throughout the process? And
we'll see. But
what's been your impression since you've actually gotten him on the
I
field?
thought that you start 40 games in the SEC. That says something about you. And just the process of the draft. Talking to him and seeing his tape. There were some things that you go, that was pretty good. And there's some things you're like, I can fix that. And there's some things you go, okay, we're going to really have to work on that. But at the end of the day, that's how all the draft picks are. You know what I mean? And he's done a really good job coming in, playing left and right. And we're excited about the development he's made. He's still going to have to, we're in pajamas right now. I mean, nobody knows how good an offensive line is right now. I mean, you got to go out there and hit something. So we're excited to see him put his pads on and see him compete against Trayvon and Josh and those guys and see where he is right now. But we're happy with what we've seen.
How big can it be for him being around 3 tackles and kind of seeing it also?
I think it's awesome. I think one, you look at I mean, look at the tackle spot in the 3 years I've been here. Like the first year it was, okay, Cam's the left, Wani's the right. There's Walk. Okay, then Wani left. Cam had his issue. Walk was playing left, and then it's like, okay, Anton's got to get ready. You know what I mean? Like you got like that issue's like, and now you kind of sit in. You can really develop a young player to be a fit. You know, I mean, I don't think people realize how impressive what Anton did in National Football League. He came in and competed his balls off, you know, against some of the top dogs in the NFL as a rookie. I mean, and you know, I think people think that's easy. It's not easy. You know what I mean? And then he moved from left tackle to right tackle. I mean, he did a lot of things very quickly that make you go, wow, that guy's going to be a pretty good football player. Now with Vaughn, we can take a little bit of time, get him into the system, get him comfortable, get him playing out of a three-point stance, get him doing the way we need him to do.
Cooper Hodge is the guard of the future around here. Still.
Hey, we'll see. Yeah, he's doing a pretty good job. Coop's tugboat is tugging along. Yeah, he's done a nice job. He's done some center reps as well, so that's been really good for his development, and we're excited about him.
You talked about a lot went into the short yardage issues. How much of it did you ever feel like snake bitten from an injury standpoint? Like, you know, guys getting injured week 1, guys getting injured week 2, guys coming in trading for a guy and he gets injured. You know. Or,
I mean, it's not like that's the NFL.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, what was that movie? Like Any Given Sunday? Like
every given Sunday.
Yeah, like it's just like okay, and then like, there was times. And I'm going to say this, and I'm probably going to take some for it, but there's times we got to play better. But there's times I was proud of those guys because, like, there was so much that got thrown at them, like in terms of different guys playing different spots. And I mean, for Ezra Cleveland to come in, we trade for him as a guard, and then on a Wednesday, us go, hey, you're going to go play left tackle against Myles Garrett. And he was like, okay. And then Blake Hance, you're going to go in there as soon as he gets hurt and go play. And like, that's hard. Now, do we got to do it better? You're damn right we do. You know what I mean? That's the profession we've chosen. You know what I mean? We got to play the best football we can, try to win a championship. But at the end of the day, we got to just keep on rolling. So, yeah, that's football. That's the end of the day. So.
And on that note,